For Asgard, one thing I want to talk about is wisdom. Just like the wisdom of Odin, being able to rule and to make decisions. Odin in the Marvel universe learns from his mistakes, and he became and becomes one of the most wisest of them all in the Marvel universe. That being said, in today's world, today's society, wisdom is lost in today's age. No one is seeking out wisdom. People are seeking out, vanity, materialism. They're seeking out entertainment, all that, junk, just to, feel excited, to get high and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, they all end up in the same position with, diseases, trauma, depression, stress. And none of them can figure out why. And they're all praying, saying amen, all want to run into the church for some cure. But truth is, one of the reasons why so many people struggle, families struggle, is because they lack the wisdom. And we could talk about the difference between wisdom and intelligence. For the most part, it's sort of the same, but it's somewhat different. But again, people today, they lack the intelligence. They lack the wisdom to make proper choices they lack the wisdom and the realization that the choices that they make today are going to affect them years down the road. And not many people don't even think about that. They just go and do what they do. And then when things happen, it's like, oh, they're panicking. They're panicking. They don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. It's just that wisdom that they're lacking. And always end up and again, they always end up in the same position, just like many people before them. That being said, many people, they don't learn from other people's mistakes. You don't always have to experience something to learn. You can learn from others' mistakes, learn from others' success, and follow, and to not follow, and to lead, etc., 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 etc. But the people, they lack that. They lack it because, again, all they want to do is all that so-called fun stuff, to be entertained, to get high, and again, they will end up in the same position or worse down the road. One thing, wisdom, one place I think you can find a lot of wisdom, and you might disagree with this and might find it funny, whatever, you have your own opinion, but I think in many of these, I'm talking like children cartoons. You could talk about the ones in the 80s, 90s, some of them now, a lot of them. If you just watch and learn, these shows not just teach, children manners or ABCs. They teach children, and they can teach anyone wisdom. A lot of these children cartoons, they have a wisdom aspect to that. And people look at them as, oh, it's just a baby show, children's show. I don't want to watch that. I want to watch all these violent shows and all these other junk shows that's on TV. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but it's just how the way the people, behave after they're watching these things. And again, they lack that wisdom. But anyways, back to the children shows or cartoons. A lot of these shows, they have wisdom moments where you can learn from characters' mistakes, learn from their success, learn from their achievement. I really can't think of anything off top of right now, but I think, okay, A good example is the most recent Berenstain Bears cartoon. Uh, you know, uh, each and every episode, um, they're teaching, um, various aspects of life, manners, bit of morality, making decisions, realizing that things that you do are going to affect others, and these shows, I think people, grown ups, everyone should just sometimes just sit and watch, and to maybe not just Berenstain Bears, any children's show, just to watch and gain some wisdom, to learn from these characters' mistakes and failures. Like, oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I learned from that. Okay, I gotta do this. And again, people, again, with that lack of wisdom, they're only gonna see these shows as just baby shows, and oh no, people are gonna make fun of me, or I don't want to watch this. This is that. Just sit and watch these children cartoons, specifically the ones from the 90s, if you can, on YouTube, early thousands. Those are the ones that really teach lessons of wisdom. Those are the ones that really, are that have that wise elements to them. Even though, again, they may be, designed and covered to be very slow and childish, but when you look deep into it, you can, see that the shows are actually teaching wisdom. They actually have these wisdom moments, wisdom events, wisdom episodes, wise characters. And again, a lot of people are lacking that wisdom, which is why certain people are in the position that they're in. And wisdom, again, is not just thinking. I think wisdom is also being able to have self control, self discipline, being able to own up to your mistakes, being able to know when you've done wrong or know when you're right, know when to be able to handle enviness or jealousy. I personally don't think jealousy and envy is totally bad. Sometimes people, if you're wise enough, you can use that to motivate yourself to want to be that. But some people use it in such a toxic way where they're going to either self-harm themselves or harm others just to get something that someone else has, instead of using it and fueling it to work for something that you want, or just to use it as some kind of self-control. You want something, but obviously you can't get it. Use it as self-control. I want it, I can't get it, but I control myself, control my feelings, not to be a hater to this person, not to insult this person, not to steal from this person, but to be able to handle it. And that's where wisdom comes handy. And again, gotta watch some of these children cartoons, because they teach a lot of good lessons. It might be the most simplest lessons ever out there, but at the end of the day, these are lessons that can actually fix many problems. Because whatever many people are doing now, obviously it's not working. Repeating the same cycle over and over again, and obviously it's not working because so many people are obese, so many people are sick, so many people are dumb, so many people are traumatized, depressed, stressed out, you name it. Some people are killing themselves, killing other people. Again, if your way isn't working, why criticize another way that you've never even tried? Just sitting down, analyzing these children cartoons and learning from them. Learning, hey, they did this, I gotta work on this. I gotta do this, and just do it. And some people say that, they have to work on things, and that's only talk. They'll say, I gotta work on being this. I gotta work on being that, but they don't do anything about it. They continue down this cycle because, again, they lack the wisdom. And that wisdom comes with self-discipline, self-regulation, comes with, self-motivation to just do it, to not, get distracted. But if you do get distracted, be able to put your own self back on track. And with wisdom, you shouldn't have to be dependent on other people to do things for you or to motivate you. Wisdom comes in here. And if you lack the wisdom, or maybe you're not as wise or as strong wise, it's gonna be hard. And like Nike says, just do it. And sometimes you just gotta do it. Just do it. No more of these excuses. No more of these distractions. Just do it. You got to understand that there are going to be mistakes. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall. That's part of a journey. Things are going to happen. And you got to be able to value those mistakes, use those mistakes, and get yourself back on the path, back up on the ladder, whatever you want to call, whatever metaphor you want to use, and then to keep going. If you just use these excuses, oh, it's too hot, it's too cold, this happened, this person did this, again, you're only repeating the same cycle that everyone else is repeating. And look where everyone else is. They're drugged up, they're dumb, they're obese, they own dogs, you name it. They're traumatized, oppressed, stressed out. They're ABC, they're rude, they're reckless, their family life sucks, their social life sucks, everything is horrible. Because again, they lack that wisdom. And some, gotta be careful, some may say they're wise, but they're not. And some people may say, you're not wise either, but hey, it comes from within here. Like if you gotta be honest with yourself. Gotta be honest with yourself. No lying, no being a poser, no trying to fake this to gain this or to do that. Has to be authentic and true to yourself. Because when you know it, when you 100% know that you're wise, doesn't matter what anyone says. And I'm talking 100%. And again, a lot of people are not going to like certain things you do. And that's just part of this journey. Even if you're doing the right thing, you're doing the right thing, and someone out of nowhere says you're doing the wrong thing, you know that they're shit, and you know you're doing the right thing, don't let that distract you. You just have to know it. And that's where wisdom comes. You just have to know it. And you have to be honest with yourself. Can't be doing like any kind of BS to yourself, lying. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. Gotta be 100% honest to yourself. And if you do lie to yourself, gotta own it. Own it. Gotta apologize to yourself and make up for it. And one thing with me, I'm not a fan of these apologies. Just come up to people and say, oh, I'm sorry. No, you got to make up for it with your actions and with your behavior. Because anyone could just say, I'm sorry, but then they just end up doing it again and again and again, and there's nothing to it. If you're really sorry and really want to apologize to someone, you always have to either repair something, bring something to the table, offer them something. You gotta do it, show it with your actions, but because just only saying sorry doesn't mean anything. Because a lot of people say that they're sorry, but they end up doing the same thing over again with no action. But again, even some people with action, they will do that. But again, it all comes down to being honest to yourself. Hope that makes sense for Asgard.